What's going on, guys? CustomRCMods here, back with another video. It's been a little while since I've posted, but I'm back and better than ever with some Tiny Whip this time. And I'm just going to be showing you my build as of recent. I've been wanting to make a video. I have put tracks together. I just haven't really gotten the perfect video, and I just thought I would just start off fresh with this clean build video, and then we'd go from there with all the other videos that I've been planning on making. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go over what the quad is, and then my accessories, and then FPV and radio stuff. So first we've got the quad itself. This is actually based off my old Inductrix FPV. Also long gone. There's only a few parts that are on from the original Inductrix FPV. Actually, this is the original frame, which has been hot glued in a few places, and I decided to get a new one for this build. And then the original props are right here. I do have the original battery, and I have some of the original O-rings, etc. So that's pretty much it for the original stuff from the Inductrix FPV, but it's inspired like that, and you could probably mistake it for that if you just watch some flight footage. So basically I tried to go for a really lightweight setup here. So let's start off. This is a stock frame. I just bought a new one, like I said, for my new drone, just so that everything would be nice and ready, and I wouldn't have any problems with stuff coming unglued. And the next thing I did was I got some special sauce motors, and they're, I believe, 17500 or whatever kV. They're super nice, perfect, don't have any oscillations or anything. Then I have the Inductrix FPV board, which this is also an Inductrix FPV board, which I'll touch on later. And then I had one, so this is my third one total. And I just found these are actually the best. The new ones, they used to have the flight time problems and all that jazz, but the new ones are simply amazing. They're probably the best DSMX stock, Inductrix style board, if you're not going to get into B-Brain and all the F3 boards and things like that. So yeah, and then I cut off the connector and soldered straight on the battery leads for the camera, just like that. And then this is a 3.5 gram Crazy Pony micro cam with a dipole antenna, which I put some heat shrink on just to beef it up, and it's been holding up great. I've really beaten on this thing, and it's been holding up really well. And then finally the props. This is an interesting setup. I got 4 blades on the back and 3 blades on the front, and I'm going to touch a little bit more on that setup in a later video. And yeah, so I'll probably post that sometime right after this. So that's pretty much the quad. Nothing too special. Still has a stock connector, stock lead. I got 5 minutes with a MyLipo battery with this setup, and that's kind of crazy. I think it's because I did actually get 4 minutes with the Inductrix FPV as an original just Inductrix FPV stock, but I did get 5 minutes because now it's lighter or something. I don't know. That's my theory. So I'm going to set that back down, and I'm going to go through all the other things. So let's see. So I'm going to start off with my props. These are the Crazy Pony 3-blade props, and it comes with a prop tool. This prop tool is super handy. These props are actually really stiff on the motor shafts. They might break the motor shafts if you're not careful. So I was kind of skeptical at first, but I think they're great props. They're really torquey, and they really are durable. Except for I did have one break, but that was just a freak accident that it was all my fault. I was kind of already crashing, and I decided to try to punch out of it, and it didn't really work. So yeah, that's my fault. These are the white ones. It comes with a set of 4 different props with 4 colors, and these are the white ones, which I ran in grass, which was stupid, but I did that. And then I have 2 clockwise white props from my original Tiny Whip from a while ago. That's the one that was featured in the Tiny Whip Light Track video. That was from a long time ago. That's on my channel. And then these are the other 2 yellow props from the Tiny Whip that were for my Inductrix FPV. Now we're going into batteries. My 4, I would say, main batteries are the Bangcool 220s, 50Cs, and these really don't seem like they're 220 milliamp hours, but they are decent batteries, and they've worked well for me for like 6 months, and I really like them. And then I have 2 of these MyLipo.DEs, but I can only find one right now, and this is like my main go-to battery that if I only get to fly one pack, this is the one that I'm flying, because this one seems like it has the most punch, has the most runtime, for some reason, even though these are rated way over, 205 versus 220, 25 versus 50, and without burst and stuff. And then I have the E-Flight 200 milliamp hour 45C, and this is my, you can still fly for a little bit pack, but at the end of the day, it's not a very good pack. Whereas these are this one's from my original Nano QX, ready to fly, and this one's from another Nano QX, bind and fly. And then this one, I picked up 2 of these, and one shorted out on me accidentally. And then I've also had 2 other ones of these, from my Inductrix bind and flies. I've had a lot of Blade micro quads, but yeah, so I have a lot of these little batteries laying around, but these are ones that I could find, and they're not really suitable for use, so these are just for testing electronics, but as soon as you take off, these will hit low voltage, so they're no good. Next thing, these are all my O-rings. I've collected quite a few, and then I have some battery connectors and cables, just to warn you when you're looking at the Inductrix FPV board. The camera one, they put the connector on reverse, so it might be fried by reverse polarity, which would not be good. And so that's just something that you need to know about. Then this is an Inductrix FPV board that I already talked about, fried. I don't know exactly how. I was just flying and it fried. It was not from reverse polarity, I can tell you that. I just don't know what happened exactly there, so I've kind of salvaged all the connectors and stuff that I can. And then this is a stock Inductrix board that basically that I bought, and the flight times weren't so good on this, but it's just a stock Inductrix board that still works. So yeah, those are my boards, and that's pretty much it. I do have 2 little lens covers and the prop tool, which I've already praised for, and then here's an extra frame that I have that's from the original FPV Inductrix, and then most all this stuff fits into here. Of course, the frame doesn't, and yeah, so this is my little extra parts case. And now we're going to get into my transmitter. So this is the transmitter that I'm using. It's a Blade MLP. I know I'm not using a Tyrannus, I'm not using a DX6E, I'm not using a DX6, not even a DX5E, not even a DXE, not even a DX4E. I'm using the MLP. So any videos you watch, do not judge. I'm not really an air guy. I don't really fly planes. I'm on the ground. I've had this since probably for about 4 or 5 years now, from my original Nano QX from a really, really, really long time ago, that I still have the box to. And then these are the goggles. These are the FX Marvel Visions. Also, don't judge, because all my videos that I've made on my channel have been literally just me holding the screen up, which works perfectly fine. It's not DVR quality, and there's some amount of light glare. And I've modified this is the battery that goes inside, and this is the JST connector and a micro JST connector. So if you're interested in seeing how I did this, please comment down below and I'll make a video about it. So yeah, and then just the same old FX Marvel Vision goggles. So there's nothing really too special here. I'm not really too deep into FPV yet, and I'm not really planning to. But I don't know if that's what you really want to see on this channel. I have some interest in it, but I'm just not quite there yet to buy a pair of $400 Fat Sharks, and I don't really want to buy anything in between. So yeah, that's pretty much just going to wrap it all up. To finish it off, I do want to show you my charging system. This is what I use. It's a power strip. You can't really see it. I'm going to try to pull it out as far as I can. It's a power strip with a bunch of little USB adapters all over it, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little USB chargers. And this is nice because I can turn the power on, and so I can have a bunch of batteries charging charging and everything. And then when you want to be done charging them, you can just turn it off and turn it back on, and that's nice. And then I also have my Hightech X1 AC Plus in that. So yeah, that's how I do it. I'm not really too advanced, don't have a parallel charging board yet, but I could do that. So yeah, that's the whole setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. So bye for now, and hope to see you in another video sometime soon.